This is Iglina's Corporate Coffee Mornings, and I'm talking to the CEO of B&D Trawling Company Limited, Mr. Roderick Francis. So you were telling me some exciting things, Roderick, about the export of conch and lobster, and more recently, sea cucumbers. But I'm now interested in finding out where around our waters you can find all of your raw material that you export.
Okay. For conch and lobsters, our main fishing ground is the Pedro Banks. I'm sure you heard of it.
Yes, the famous Pedro Banks.
Right. Well, I don't know if you know that is actually 2/3 the size of Jamaica on the south coast.
Really?
Yes. So some 60 to 90 miles below the southern coast of Jamaica is a large fishing bank, which is essentially a shallow area.
Yes.
Out there from about 60 to 90 feet. So you essentially go over the deep blue sea, and then you come into a shallow area where you have fish and populated area. Yeah.
And where else around the coast of Jamaica?
The coast of Jamaica, everywhere you can find a fishing beach in Jamaica. That's where we concentrate, like on sea cucumbers and that kind of thing. There are several species, and they live in certain areas around the island.
Now, you mentioned sea cucumbers, and I've read where your company was researching this for quite a number of years, but you just started exporting it 2 years ago.
Well, more like 4 years ago.
More like
4 years ago.
Okay.
We were granted an experimental license from the Fisheries Division. We went all around the island, identified the various species. We brought experts from China, as far as Papua New Guinea, Japan, and learned how to process the product and identify the product.
What's a sea cucumber, for those who don't know?
A sea cucumber is a marine invertebrate, which is essentially sort of like a sea slug or worm, or if you want to class it like that. And
the texture is like what?
The texture, when cooked, is very kind of soft and rubbery, kind of like cow foot or cow skin, that kind of thing.
And it has no bones anywhere?
No bones, no real flavor. It's whatever you cook into it, it kind of takes the flavor.
So what's the mystique about it? What I mean, you have oyster lovers, you have abalone lovers. Who does this appeal to? Who wants sea cucumbers?
Well, since time immemorial, the Asians, and in particular Chinese, have been eating sea cucumbers, and they have attested to the medicinal properties within the sea cucumber.
So it's good for what, they say?
Well, they say it's an aphrodisiac.
Aha!
Yes, they say it's good for rheumatoid arthritis.
Really? I need some now.
Well, you can't get any right now because there's actually a ban on it right now. We're trying to develop a management system on it now.
So how long would this ban go on for?
Well, the Fisheries Division has said they're trying to put a structure in by September of this year.
Yes.
It's a major economic driver, I think, for small fishing communities around the island. As you know, the fish stocks right now are down.
Right.
So they're desperately looking for something new to go and make them be able to earn a living.
So where are your major markets for all the seafood that you export, Roderick?
Major markets, we mainly export to Europe, USA, United Arab Emirates.
Really?
Yes, and China.
Wow. So for turnaround time, when you ship out a container or your containers of seafood, how long does it take from Kingston to get to, let's say, UAE?
Usually a month's time, yeah. But it's sent in refrigerated containers.
That's right, naturally.
And that's one of the challenges of the cash flow.
Yes.
But, you know, your product is in demand all over the world. You have to get it there.
I see.
So.
Okay, that's very interesting. I know also that you're interested in keeping the beaches clean, so I want to hear about that when we come back.
Okay.
Okay. We're talking to Roderick Francis, and he's CEO of B&D Trawling Company, and we're talking seafood export.